The biggest mistake you can make as a lady is to marry a poor or a broke man. Yes, that was what this lady said in this video, and you can watch it.
The mistake a woman will make in her life is to marry a poor man. You are taking risk. That's the only mistake a woman would make in her entire life. You say he poor, you know say he poor. You know say waiting, you know if you afford waiting, like what your daddy is giving you, he can't afford it. Leave him alone. What your daddy is giving you freely, he cannot afford it. Leave him. The only mistake a lady can make in this life is to stick with a broke boy or a broke man and say, it's okay. Oh. I'm not saying you can stay. Oh. I will stay with him till he's rich. Fine. But me, I can never. You see, they are thinking faculty. Broke boys and selfish boys. The way they think, the way they reason. Oh Jesus. They reason like a fool. I don't know if the brokenness is in their, like, has affected their brain. The only risks a lady can take, even go and ask Blessing CEO, relationship therapist on Instagram, ask her. The only risks a lady can take is to marry a poor man. God, I can never. See, read my lips. I can't. If you have been viewing my status for long, I used to say it. I can't. I don't know how to. I can't. It's not possible. Use your head. Because they are so... I'm not going to lie. They are so annoying.
Well, nice points. But I just want to say a few things about this video. Now, I want to consider what this lady said from 3 particular standpoints. Number 1, understanding. Number 2, people you listen to, that's your role models. And then number 3, from personal experiences. I'll talk about understanding. Now, I want to believe that this lady really doesn't understand what it means for a person to be poor. I say this because from what I can see, she has been born into privilege. So I don't think she understands what it really means to suffer, or what it really means to live above or to live below the poverty level. See, people are not poor by choice. There are some people who are lazy, don't get me wrong, but there are many people who are not poor by choice. Let's even take what she said in the video for an example. She said, if a man cannot provide for you the things that your father can give to you freely, then don't be with that person. So I want to assume that we are taking social status now from what a parent can provide. So do people choose their parents? Do people choose the families that they are born into? Let me tell you the thing about life. People get rich most times by opportunity, most times by connections, and most times by people that they know. Take it or leave it, especially in the kind of country that we live in. There are many people who, not because they are lazy or not because they have said not to do anything, but simply because they could not access some basic opportunities that people who have connections can access. Take it or leave it, there are people who are born into privilege, and there are people who are born into poverty. Some people who are born into families that already from birth, they are already made. In fact, go to school, get the best grades or not, you already have something waiting for you in life. But there are some other people who need by themselves to begin to struggle from young, from a very young age, even till they get to adulthood. They keep struggling in life, and it will be very wrong and very unfair for you to begin to label people and begin to try to mock them and call them names simply because they belong to a particular social class. Then number 2, talk about who you listen to, people who are your role models. Now, if you watch the video well, she said even go and ask Blessing CEO, who is a relationship therapist. Now, later I heard Blessing CEO, in fact, I said no wonder, because it's the same Blessing CEO who proudly said in a video that men take her to different hotels in Abuja. The same Blessing CEO who boldly shows all her body on social media. Same Blessing CEO who categorically tells ladies, he said, use what you have to get what you want. That is the same Blessing CEO who we should go and listen to. So, you know, truth of the matter is that the people that you listen to have a large impact on the way you reason. That's why we call them social media influencers, because they have a high level of influence on the people that watch them or listen to them. These people are people that will listen to, are people that form our thought capacity, and then those people who you listen to choose them carefully. They matter a lot and they can shape your reasoning. So I really am not surprised, because blessing to you, of course you can't expect anything less. And then number 3, personal experiences. Be very careful when you listen to people who talk or who are emotional when they are talking based on their personal experiences. Because from the way I see this lady talking, from how annoyed she is and from how emotional she is in this video, I'm sure she has had a very bad experience with somebody who is broke and somebody who is poor. But I don't blame her for it, and then it's okay, it's fine. But don't now use your personal experience to begin to make a criteria for other people. You know, she said something. She said you can stay with a man until he makes it, but for me, never. Which means that the kind of man she's talking about here is not really a man who is not struggling. It's a man who is actually working, and then probably he might make it. And she's telling you that no, don't be with that kind of person. So she prefers that you be with a person who has made it already, and then you just come into the man's life, and then you now begin to enjoy what he has suffered for. There's nothing wrong with that. If that's the way you want to live your life, it is fine. But I just want to say this very, very clearly before I end this video. The best relationships are made out of people who, number 1, are friends, and number 1, people who have seen life together and have gone through life together. I'm telling you, see, I'm not saying that you should go and stay with a man who is poor and who is broke and who doesn't have any future ambition. No, but I'm just telling you for free that the best relationship, the happiest relationship, the happiest marriages are made of people who went through every step of life together. So ladies, please, I beg you in the name of God, be careful who you listen to and be careful who you take advice from. If you have somebody in your life now who is still trying, who is still struggling in life, probably because of circumstance he's not yet there, don't give up on him. Don't begin to break up with him because you heard somebody say that's the worst mistake you can make. No, stick with that man. Pray and ask God to give you a good man, a man who, even when life becomes better for both of you, he will not leave you for another person. And I tell you the truth, there are many good men out there. Trust me, there are many men who are genuinely struggling and trying to make it in life. Stick with your man, work with your man, grow with your man, build with your man, and I tell you, you will have the best marriage ever. It's not a mistake. You are taking no risks at all.